Allyson and Alayna from CORE. We are here with our third blog on our Whole30 experience, and we're going to tell you a little bit about kind of how it worked out for us, a little demonstration.
So for me, I kind of found a couple things that worked really well with my busy schedule. So my favorite thing was definitely the breakfast hash that I kind of came up with. So in the beginning of the week, I would saute a bunch of sweet potatoes, just kind of cut up really small into cubes, mushrooms, zucchini, and some onions. And then I found a great breakfast sausage that I just kind of sauteed all that together, and I would make 4 servings of it sometimes. And then in the mornings, all I would do is just fry an egg or 2, and that would be my really satisfying breakfast. Sometimes I put a little bit of avocado on top. So that just made it easy so that I could just literally grab and go in the morning, just like if I had grabbed a croissant or something like that, which I don't eat anymore. And then for lunches, I often just did a salad with different proteins. So can of tuna with the homemade mayonnaise was really great, or just some kind of cut up cube chicken, and so that just made my lunches really easy. And then my favorite thing for dinner I think I found was salmon cakes, which there was a recipe in the Whole30 cookbook that was so easy because I just got canned skinless boneless salmon from Trader Joe's, and then it was like almond meal and a couple other ingredients, and they were incredibly flavorful, so they felt super gourmet, but they were really easy to make. So those were kind of some of my, I guess, Whole30 hacks that I found that made it manageable and easy, and I didn't feel like I was just eating chopped up spinach all the time.
Right. And I made those salmon cakes just like you did. They were fantastic. My kids even liked them. That's always the test. Can I make this for my whole family, and I'm not making my meal and then everybody else's meal? And your tartar sauce.
Oh my gosh, the tartar sauce was incredible.
Yeah.
It was so easy. Like, I had already made mayonnaise that week, which takes about 2 minutes. So then I just added some dill and some pickles and maybe a couple spices. And my grandma said it was the best tartar sauce she's ever had anywhere. That's big. And she's a good cook, so that means something.
Yeah. So those are some awesome ideas. And then I like your breakfast idea, and I would just repeat again at lunch, or give it to my husband for lunch too, because it's not just for breakfast anymore. Yeah. So as far as my Whole30 thing, I had some go-to meals, but I really liked, she mentioned the sauce recipes, the homemade ketchup and homemade mayonnaise, homemade tomato sauce for pasta, things like that. Those are ways that I think the world is sneaking sugar in our diet, and you really can't notice a difference if you leave it out and you make it yourself, but if you buy it off the shelf, it's going to have sugar. So even if you're not doing Whole30, you're just looking to decrease your sugar intake.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are some great recipes, those sauces, as well as the salad dressings. Those are going to have tons of sugar in them too. They have a lot of homemade vinaigrette recipes and variations depending on what kind of salad you're doing, or if you're using it in a pasta. Can't do pasta. If you're using it in kind of a vegetable salad or something, a cold salad for the summer. So the other thing that I learned how to do is make my own RX bars, and I started with a recipe, but I've tweaked it so much it doesn't really look like the original. So an original RX is dates, and I would mix in figs with the dates to decrease the sugar. Figs have a lot, maybe half, I can't remember, the sugar of figs, dates. And so I mixed some figs and dates, and we also put the nuts in at the end of the food processor, so it had some texture. You got a little crunch in it, and not just this smooth blah kind of bar. So I'm going to include that recipe down below. Were you going to include any of your recipes?
Maybe I put the breakfast hash down there.
Okay, that would be good. Easy. I would like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you want to look at those, scroll down. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye.